Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. The choices that you make right now can and will determine the kind of health that we're going to have. So remember, it doesn't matter how you started this whole thing. It doesn't matter if you're 100 pounds overweight, 4 medications. It doesn't matter. If you don't like the way you look, whatever. Because today can be a brand new day. All you have to do is learn the tools and the strategies to learn to be better, to learn to get better, to become the better version and the best version of you. And that's what we want to help you do. On this show, we want to encourage you, help you, and give you the tools to be able to do that. 888-283-7272. You can always call me as part of the show. Remember, we'll take your phone calls. Make you part of the show, 888-283-7272. And if you want us to answer in private, we can do that too. Just let us know. Let our producers know and let them know what you want, how you want to do it. We're here to serve you any way we can. DrAsaShow.com. That's DrAsaShow.com. I'm Dr. Asa, by the way. Great to be with you. And, hey, we're giving you a copy of my book, absolutely free. It's a hardback copy, okay? And we're giving it to you absolutely free. It's got the anti-inflammatory diet in it. And it will encourage you and help you and get you to the next level with your health in your life. If you don't know where to start, that's the place to start. Let's get on the phones and go with April. Hi, April. What is your health challenge?
I'm 62 years old, and I'm overweight, and I've been doing the keto diet. I was just wondering how that will affect my overall health from not getting a lot of the fruits, and I know the sugar is bad anyway. I want to know how that's going to affect my overall health if I continue to do the keto diet.
Yeah.
With the bacon and all the high-fat stuff. So,
yeah, I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of the keto diet. I think it's great. Keep in mind this. A lot of the diets work. Like vegetarian works. Plant-based works. Okay? Keto works great because of the science behind it and what it actually does to the body. So many people are what we call insulin resistant. They don't handle sugars very well because they've done so many carbohydrates over a long period of time. So it's important to understand that it's good to get your body into ketosis. I think periodically for everyone. Some people handle it better than others, but if you're doing it right now and you're kind of just getting into it, of course, one of my favorite things to use when you're on the keto diet is Keto Chow. And Keto Chow makes it keto easy. It's what they say. You can check them out at Keto Chow. I think it's .xyz or something like that. They're amazing. They're partners with us. Love Keto Chow. And again, they make like 80 different flavors of these meal replacements that you can just mix with water. You can add some cream to it or butter. They've got recipes for it. Tastes amazing. So Keto Chow, again, is a great way to make keto easy because a lot of people think you got to spend your whole life doing keto in the kitchen. And that's not true. You don't have to. Matter of fact, a big part of keto is fasting, or what we call intermittent fasting. So you do a window of 16 hours where you don't eat and then an 8-hour window where you are eating. And so that's a whole different animal in itself that can be really beneficial to you. But you have to figure that out. You have to kind of, as you go, hopefully somebody's directing you in this and helping you along the way. If not, getting a support group. Carnivore has really come on big, where basically people just eat meat. They add a little bit of Celtic sea salt, peak Himalayan sea salt. They get all the minerals, 82 minerals, trace minerals, and they go from there. And people are getting great results because what it does, it eliminates your body's functioning off of carbohydrates, which is not so much of a bad thing. It is if you do it all the time, and the abundance of carbs that we eat is not a good thing. We eat too many, way too many. And so that's why I'm a fan of keto for a lot of people, because it gives you structure. And for a lot of people, you need that. You need the kind of structure to really help you, get going in the right direction. So I would say to continue going for it, get your blood work checked about every 4 months. So whoever's helping you with that, if you need our health coach providers to do that, we can do that. But get your deficiencies looked at. Make sure all your major systems in the body are working okay, liver, kidneys, all of that. And blood sugar. Make sure all that's getting stabilized. But you'll notice a massive difference in things like triglycerides and your cholesterol levels by eating a keto diet. Like, it is a game changer for your numbers. Health-wise, it's probably the fastest way to get somebody in a good zone health-wise with their blood work than anything else there. Really does. Makes a big difference. So glad you're with us. 888-283-7272 is the number. Go to drasashow.com. That's drasashow.com. And we're here for you. No matter what you're struggling with, we want to help you get to the next level with your health and with your life. All right, we talk a lot about, I get questions a lot about stem cells. So stem cell therapy, I want you to know, is extremely safe. I mean, the thing I love about stem cells is it's got about an 80 to 85% take rate, meaning that it's going to work to produce the new cells and the new tissue and the connective tissue. And then sometimes it doesn't work. It's true. But that's a high percentage rate. And if you're facing a knee replacement or a hip replacement or some kind of joint replacement, which is not fun at all, then that's the major issue. You have to look at, okay, what's going to make that work better? And, you know, it's so simple. So basically what happens is the stem cells are injected into the joint. You have to wait about 30 to 90 days for it to take and start to regrow the tissue. And the thing is, it's either going to work, but it cannot hurt you. So that's the good news. So if you're facing some kind of joint replacement, I always tell people, look into stem cell therapy. We have a facility in Florida where we are that is just state-of-the-art, and people fly in from all over to get treatments done. But we've got some of the top physicians in the country that are there to help, and we've got just an amazing afterward protocol that we've put together. And the science is so good behind it to make the stem cells take better and to support the body nutritionally. So you're always welcome to come. We've got health coach providers all over the country as well to help you along the way. So just remember that you don't have to stay where you are. You don't have to be stuck. You really can get to another place in your health and in your life. All right, let's get to the phones and go to Dennis. Hi, Dennis. What's your health challenge?
I would like some advice on a natural cure for pinworms. Again, seeking a natural cure for pinworms.
Yeah, I got it. So, you know, the thing with pinworms, you've got to look at, well, first of all, you got to look at your best options. And the medications that are used for that can be helpful. I know you want to do it natural, so I get it. The natural route is about a 50% success rate, if I had to kind of put a number on it. So the traditional medical route in that is a little bit better option, but if you want to go natural, you're going to have to look at things like wormwood and black walnut tincture, also ionic silver instead of colloidal silver. Those three in combination can be very, very good. So I would look at those when it comes to pinworm. Then also you've got to look at your diet. You've got to create an environment in your gut where there's no inflammation. You cut out all the yeast, fungal issues, you get rid of all the heavy metals so that your body can fight better and heal better. That's one of the best things you can do. So look at all those in combination. But again, I'm kind of a big fan of just using the regular, because you're only going to take the medicine for a little bit, knock it out and be done. Then you get everything restored with probiotics and get the good bacteria in the microbiome in the gut back to where it needs to be, and then you're good to go. So again, you weigh it out. I get it. Some people don't want to do any medicine. I'm not anti-medicine, obviously, at all. I'm a medical doctor as well, so I'm a big fan. You know, I think it's got its place, and it can help. It helps people every single day, so I see it. So the medicine is great, but again, it's about the root cause, and this is one of those things that's not a chronic condition. This is the thing that just happened, and you want to get rid of it. So that's one of the best things you can do. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call. Or you can go to the website, go to drasashow.com. That's drasashow.com. I talk a lot about performance here, and I'm real big on longevity, how to perform, how to do your best, how to maximize what the body can do.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to LiveO2.com. That's LiveO2.com.
It's really fascinating to me, and the older I get, the more I go down this path, the more I look for what are the secrets. Like, how are these people 90 years young and they're barefooting on the water, right? Like, how are they not just like, how are their feet not just breaking, right? Like they're older. Like, how are they doing that? How do people run Ironman triathlons in their 80s? How do they do that? What is the secret? What's the key? And a lot of people say, oh, it's genetics. That is such bunk. That is not true. These people are all doing something that you and I are not. These people do something differently than other people do. And I'll tell you, it starts with a person's mindset. More than anything else, I'm learning that longevity and the way that you live and the quality of life that you have 100% has to do with your habits and your mindset, nothing else. Genetics is like way at the bottom of the totem pole, like 10%, 5% maybe. You have to get into a good routine for great health. So I get a lot of questions all the time about heart health and what do you do to ease up, like people that have heart attacks and they have too much strain on their heart. What do you do to get the body functioning better again? What do you do to get the body healthy again? And how do you get the heart functioning or keep the heart in a good environment so it doesn't get overly stressed out and it doesn't get overwhelmed, right? So a lot of people think they don't worry, but many of the times the overstress that you're having for whatever it is, life, money, relationships, whatever, kids, right? All that puts stress and strain on the heart. And that's why more people have heart attacks younger now than we've ever seen. And it comes down to the stress and the pressure of what you deal with. And how do you handle that? And how do you rise out of that? That's really the key. Well, they found some things that are really important in the research to keep a healthy heart. Now, number one is actual music therapy, literally finding music that you enjoy, listening to it daily, even for 15 minutes can make a big difference. Creating a playlist on Spotify or whatever and letting that, be your thing every single day. They have found lowers cortisol levels in the body, which helps with stress, but also helps with your heart. And then stress relieving activities, like what do you do? Maybe it's walking a dog or playing tennis. Or maybe it's taking that afternoon walk that you just love, or getting up in the morning and taking a stroll, down the street, or taking a swim. Maybe that makes you feel better, whatever it is. But the other thing is they found it's really interesting. Of course, we know sleep and exercise, these kind of things are all beneficial. But what's interesting is they found that learning to say no was like one of the top areas of really keeping the heart healthy. Think about that for a minute. Learning to say no, okay? How many of us feel like that we're doing things for people that we love and we just want to keep doing great things for them? And so we over-obligate ourselves. But over-obligating yourself is a form of stress, a major form of stress, that can put you in a negative place, because when you get overwhelmed, that's not a good place for your heart. And if you do that over and over and over again, look, doing it in your 20s and 30s, okay, people can handle that. Doing it in your 50s and 60s, no, can't. So you have to get to a place where you regulate the stress and how the brain and the body function to get the best output, all right? So that's the key is make sure whatever you're doing to manage stress that you figure out some of these things and you add them into your life. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call or go to the website, go to drasashow.com. If you don't have a free copy of my book, we're sending it to you. Might as well go get one. It's a hardback copy. It has the anti-inflammatory diet in it. It tells you how to be healthy from A to Z. Just go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We can help you get to the next level with your health in your life if you'll let us. Like, you have to do the work. Like no one else can take responsibility for your health but you. You have to take responsibility. You have to step up and realize that no one else can do this for you. You have to be in charge of you. Like no one else can do this, fix this. No one else can take responsibility. No one else can make this happen but you. You have to step up and be the one that is going to thrive and not just barely make it. And I want to see that for so many of you. It's just, it comes down to your choices every single day. Like you decide to get out of bed and go exercise or you don't. You decide to eat a healthy meal or you don't. You decide to drink water or you don't. Like no one else can do that for you. You have to do that, right? I can't do that for you. And as a doctor, I can tell you that, man, it's like, it makes you want to pull your hair out because I have so much hair. It makes you want to pull your hair out and you realize that people, you can't do it for them. And I want to do it for you, but we can't. So we're going to push you on this show to be the best version of you. Get a free book. Go get it. Like, stop delaying. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. Just get a copy. And, stop procrastinating with your health. You need to lose the weight. You need to. You don't want to take all those medications for the rest of your life. Make some changes. It all starts with you. 888-283-7272 is the number. Give us a call or go to the website. Go to drasashow.com. Hey, send me a DM. Go to any of my social media. Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Twitter, Facebook, send me a message and we'll answer it, whether part of the show or we may answer in private, whatever you need. But if you have questions, let me know what they are. Hey, and sometimes I'll turn your questions into a YouTube response video. And so make sure to keep an eye on YouTube because I may be answering your question there. That could be a great tool for you to get the answer that you need. That's the big key, all right? Lines are open, 888-283-7272. Let's get to the phones. And let's go to Levi. Hi, Levi. What is your health challenge?
I just received some information from my doctor today after some blood tests that my potassium levels are incredibly high. There's a couple different conditions, I believe, that, could be triggering this, including, kidney damage. And there's a name for the disease for high potassium, but I'm suffering from the symptoms as well. I know it can be very serious. My challenge is I've got the book. I've got Dr. Hayes' hardback book, but I don't really see anything in there concerning a low potassium diet. So I was wanting advice on the best foods to eat for low potassium, and I would really appreciate it.
Let me stop you right there, Levi, and tell you I'm glad you got the book. Really am glad you have it. But one of the things you're going to have to do, look, your doctor is going to be guiding you in this, okay? Potassium is one of those things. Remember, sodium and potassium are the counterbalance of each other. So sodium and potassium are the counterbalance of each other. That's why it's really, really important for you to get the right kind of foods on a daily basis. Now, here's the key. When your potassium is elevated, one of the good things is that sodium is going to bring it down.
Did you know that you can listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience. Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
And then everybody freaks out because if you have too much sodium, what about blood pressure? Let me tell you something. If you got high potassium, you don't have to worry about the sodium. So you want somebody to monitor this. You don't want to just freewheel it, but you definitely want to know that, but it's got to be the right kind of sodium. So it's got to be pink Himalayan sea salt, which has all the 82 trace minerals in it. That's the best way to go. Making sure you put that on your meals. And I would get your testing done frequently, all right? I would have that done on a regular basis because, yes, high potassium does lead to a lot of conditions that can be really challenging. And, it's one of those things where you don't want to play around with it. Time is not your friend with this. Okay, so you do want to be aggressive with it. You do want to make good choices. You do want to get on this and not let it go. You do want to push hard on it. I would look at the anti-inflammatory diet. Like, your foods matter more than anything else right now. You have to do your due diligence and get on an eating plan that's going to make sense. Be cautious with the high potassium foods. And again, that list is at the website. Go to drasashow.com. That's Dr. Asa Show. But there are sections in the book that talk about the sodium foods and the potassium foods and which ones to increase, which ones to decrease. And you have to figure that out. Because if you need, I would personally, and I'll just say this, I would get a health coach provider or dietitian to help you. Because you really want someone that knows what they're doing to hold you by the hand in this and walk you through it. This show's about you. It's about your health and your life. Look, if the body can get sick, it can also get well. Lifestyles are medicine, so the choices that we make every single day, they matter. And guess what? If you made really, really bad choices before, you can make great choices now. On this show, we want to help you get there. Go to the next level with your health and your life. Look, no one else can do this for you. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter where you come from. Nobody, your grandma, grandpa, parents, no one can take responsibility for your health but you. And it comes down to the choices that we make every single day. So we want to help. Go to drasashow.com. That's drasashow.com. You can give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. We're always here for you to give you the best tips and tricks to live the best version of your life. That's what this whole thing is all about. Also, we're giving a free copy of my book away. Make sure to get it. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. Look, it will teach you all the tips and tricks of what to do from A to Z, of how to be healthy. It cuts through all the mustard. There's so much information out right now. It's like, what do I do? Do I eat this? Do I eat that? Do I eat broccoli? Do I not? There's so many things. What kind of water do I need to drink? Like, it gets overwhelming. We want to cut through all of that, help you really get settled in and know what to do. All right, 888-283-7272. Let's get on the phones right now and go with Brian. Hi, Brian. What is your health challenge?
I'm calling for a friend of mine, actually. Every time he eats something, he gets diarrhea. And it's been going on for about a week.
Okay, so if you're getting diarrhea every time you eat, there's a couple things going on. Number one, it could be emotional stress. That's like a big player with diarrhea. Remember, the mind and the gut and the bowel and the whole gut system, all right, digestive system, elimination system, they're all connected. And so if there's stress going on up here, then you're going to have stress going on down here, and vice versa. Like, they're both so connected. Matter of fact, all the neurotransmitters for the brain are made in the gut, and they're sent to the brain. So it's really important to understand that they're very, very connected. All right, that's number one. Number two with him is it could be something bacterial, viral, it could be parasitic, it could be fungal, any of those things. So it's good to get a stool sample done if it doesn't stop, and have someone check that. Get some lab work done. He needs to get with a physician, someone to check it. Because you could say, I'll just take some Miralax or whatever, fiber. His diet could be terrible, and that could be causing irritation in the lining. It could be causing a lot of things. So there's a lot of could-be's. It's not just one thing. So I would get it looked at, and if it continues, like a lot of times if it's just a bug, as we call it, it's really like a virus or bacteria. If it's something simple like that, it will run its course in about a week. Okay, sometimes it's bad food. Like, you just ate some bad food and the body's clearing itself out. But if it persists, continues, if there's blood at all in it, he needs to have a physician check it out. Because it could be something minor, but it could be something major. So you want to have that looked at in a big way. Okay, don't tell your friend not to take it easy, that someone needs to take a look at that, hands down. If it goes more than about 10 days, really, I would have somebody check it out, okay? 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. This is the Dr. Asa Show. If you don't have a free copy of my book yet, you better get it. It's hardback copy. We send it to you absolutely free. I think you pay for the shipping. Just go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. And we'll send that to you. All right, so our immune system is obviously a hot topic. A lot of people are talking about it. It's in the news left and right, and people want to know, what can I do to build my immune system up? I will say that there's some key players that you need to look at and do some research on. Number one is vitamin C. It's been around forever, but again, it's the oldie but the goodie. And it's one of those things that Linus Pauling figured out about how strong and powerful vitamin C is. It's just in about all the fruits and vegetables. It's loaded in all of them, all right? Like, some have a little bit more than the others, but they're all loaded with it. Vitamin C is important, all right, number one. Vitamin D3 is really important. Many times you have to supplement with it. You do not get enough from the sun. I don't care what anybody tells you, okay? You don't. So supplementing with vitamin D3, very, very important. If you do that, you want to use vitamin K2, by the way, because it helps absorb and utilize it in the tissues. The other thing, too, for the immune system that we know for sure is really good is N-acetylcysteine. It's very, very powerful, great for the liver, keeps everything really rock solid there. And then, of course, don't forget some of the other things. Zinc is really, really important. We get very deficient in zinc, especially men, because we use a lot of zinc to produce testosterone. These are all keys that can play a big role in the immune system. So glad you're with us. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call, 888-283-7272. Go to drasashow.com. And also, all the social media is there. So make sure to get Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. We're doing a new thing now, too, where if you want to send your question and you want us to make it into a video, we'll do that. So I'll make it into a YouTube video, or I'll make it into Facebook, something like that. Anything we can do to help. We are here each and every day to help you, encourage you, get you to the next level. So let's jump into the phones here in just a moment. First, I want to do this, though. I want to grab an email because I know you guys, you've sent so many of those. Let me go with Jacob in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He wants to know, what can you do when you can't gain weight? All right, that's a great question. So it's like, that was always my issue. I could never gain weight. All right, literally, I was a skinny kid, ate all kinds of food, couldn't gain muscle. You know, and I worked hard my whole life to be able to put on muscle and to, be an athlete, that sort of thing. So I had a hard time gaining weight my whole life. And still to this day, I have to eat a ton of calories to maintain, the weight that I've put on. So what do you do, though? How do you do it? All right, first of all, I would say this: count your calories. I'm telling you what, you can tell me all day long you eat a ton, but I promise you, if I tracked it, I would tell you you don't. And there's a strategy of how many calories to take in every single day. There's a whole formula for that. But I will give you some basics. Like, it's too much to just say, right here. But I'll tell you that you're going to need to at least take your body weight times 20, and that's your amount of calories. Start there. Could be more, could be less, but your body weight times 20. That gives you a total amount of calories. And then do your body weight in grams of protein a day. Hands down, your body weight in grams of protein. And then do your fats in half your body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, do 75 grams of fat a day. And if you weigh 150 pounds, 150 grams of protein a day. And then the carbs will be the rest of the calories. All right, that's your starting point. But you're going to have to eat. I was eating like an animal, like 8,000 calories a day, and I'm not kidding, to gain weight. And I was skinny. I was 6'1" and about 135 pounds when I started. So gaining weight takes work. And gaining weight takes consistency, and you have to hit the gym. So you have to resistance train with weights. And you can just do it 3 times a week. It's fine. You don't have to do it like every day. Matter of fact, every day would be counterproductive. You want to go at least 3 days. I would go 3 days a week, maximum 5 days a week, giving yourself 2 days of rest to recover using all compound movements. But to gain weight, you have to eat the calories. I'm telling you. Like, that is the medicine for this thing. People want to know, like, the secret sauce, and do you have to take steroids and all that? Look, if you're not eating, it doesn't matter what you take, if you're not eating the calories and you're not providing the resistance and the stimulus in the gym, you are not going to gain the weight and gain the muscle. It's just not going to happen. You may gain some weight, but it's not going to be good weight. If you want to put the muscle on, that's the actual key. You have to do the resistance in the gym. And again, gaining weight it's not hard if you know what to do. It took me years to figure out. Like, I was just blessed in the way that I didn't know a whole lot, but the people I was learning from, we didn't have the internet back then, right? It was like magazines and friends telling friends and my strength coach in high school, right? Like, what did they even know at that point? We just didn't have a whole lot of knowledge. But we knew that the weight room would do it. We knew that calories would do it. And you just had to eat and do the work. And then the body would respond. And that's what I did. And it worked. But now, of course, way more advanced and know exactly what to do in detail to take someone and turn them into an amazing athlete. So, again, start there. If you need one of our health coach providers, we can help you along the way. Just let us know. Okay, 888-283-7272. If you don't have a free copy of my book, go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll send you a copy just to be an encouragement to you, help you along the way, get you going in the right direction, because, look, at the end of the day, we all need help. We all need a mentor. We all need a coach. We all need someone pushing us to make us better, and that's what we want to help you do every single day.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On-Call Radio and watch On-Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
I know you see me drink my water a lot. I drink water a lot, and I hope you do too. So it's just something that, I lead by example. I really do. In the way I eat, in the way I live, and the way I do life, I work really hard to lead by example for you, because I know I'm teaching you like this stuff every day, so I'm living it myself. And I want to encourage you. Like, one of the main things, if you're just getting started, you're listening right now, you're watching right now, you're thinking, man, I've been trying to, like, this guy seems so motivated about being healthy, and and again, it's about believing that you can. It's about, that's what my whole company's called, Believe. You have to believe that you can before you can. And that's, the belief comes first, then whatever you want comes after that, but the believing happens first. And when it comes to your health or your life or your relationships or your finances, you have to believe. That is the absolute key. So 888-283-7272, give us a call. Let's get on the phones and go to Josie. Hi, Josie. What is your health challenge?
I was calling regarding taking psychiatric medications, because that sort of blocks the histamine. So I was just wondering if you had any suggestions on foods that could be eaten, and maybe types of drinks that could be taken. I mean, used also, because I know grapefruit juice is not good.
Yeah, a couple things you really have to look at. The grapefruit juice, a lot of the medications don't work well with it. The other fruit juices I wouldn't even mess with. I'm not a big fan of fruit juice of any kind, really. I think you need to look at whole-based foods, okay? So foods that were designed or they're in their created design that you just follow and use those. So if you want to eat real grapes, great, but don't do grape juice. If you want to do oranges, fine, but don't do orange juice. The real fruit and the way it's designed, the glycemic index, the way it affects your blood sugar is very different than the actual juice itself. So I'm not a big fan and a big proponent of juice at all. If you do juicing, where you take the real raw fruit and you juice it, I'm a bigger fan of blending, where you throw the whole thing in there, blend it up. That's just a better way to go. You're going to get all the nutrients out of it that you can, and it's better. But here's the key. At the end of the day, if you're with psych drugs of any kind, you've got to come way on back. It's not about fruit and all that. It's more about, are you getting the right nutrients in? Have you done blood work to look at your nutritional deficiencies? Do you know if your body's making the right kind of neurotransmitters or not? Or if it's not, then why? Because I'm all about getting down to the root cause. Like, what is the root cause of your situation? What's causing that what's causing it to act like that? What's causing your body to do that? That's what we've got to figure out. We've got to figure out exactly why the body's doing that. So with the drugs themselves, remember, the drugs are great managers. They're great Band-Aids. They're great for those kind of things. But at the end of the day, are they really helping? I know they're stabilizing, but is your body able to make serotonin, GABA, acetylcholine, dopamine? What's the issue behind that? And I would want to figure that out. So there's testing that can be done. Your doctors probably can do it if you just talk to them and say, hey, I would like to find more out about this. The testing's pretty amazing. So I would get that done and then go from there, because your quality foods that you're eating every single day are going to make the greatest impact on your mental and emotional health, because your body can only take the foods you give it and take the raw materials and make the right kind of healthy cells. That's it. There's no other way around it, no other way to cut it. Like, your body has to do that. So there's things like vitamin B6, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, that is so vital for all neurotransmitters. Getting enough of your essential fatty acids in, plenty of the DHA, and having a high level of the fatty acids are important for good, proper brain function. Not having an excess abundance of sugar in the blood and having a lot of, that's why I'm a big fan against the fruit juices like we just talked about, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to be in a situation where your brain is not going to function the way that it needs to. Okay, right now you're already struggling. So we've got to get the right nutrients: proteins, fats, carbohydrates, minimal carbohydrates, mostly proteins and fats, because the proteins drive most of the neurotransmitters and get them into the best position that they can be in. Look, so glad you're with us. This show's about you. If you're struggling right now, know that if the body can get sick, it can also get well. Your lifestyle's your medicine. Every single day, no matter what anybody tells you, you can thrive and you can make it if you know what to do. And on this show, we want to help you know what to do. Go to the website, go to drasashow.com, drasashow.com. And if you don't have a free copy of my book, go get a copy. It's there at the website. Easily find it. It's got links and buttons everywhere. And we'll send it to you for free. And look, it's time to stop struggling. It really is. And start living. It's time to get out of where you've been and get to a new place of where you're going. Because your family, your friends, your coworkers, your loved ones, all those around you want and need you to be healthy. And I get tired of hearing people living a substandard life, like people that are just overweight and they're not happy. People where their relationships are struggling or their finances are struggling or they don't have the energy to do this, that, or the other. it all comes down to your choices. Like, no one else can do this for you. You have to take responsibility for you. Like, no one, I can't do it for you. Your mom, your dad, your coworkers, your wife, your husband, your kids, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, like your dog, the cat, nobody can do it for you. Like, you have to do it for you. Like, nobody else can take responsibility for you but you. And so we want to help you along the way here on the show. 888-283-7272. Give us a call. Let's get on the phones and go to Peter. Hi, Peter. What is your health challenge?
And I wonder if you know anything about retinopigmentosa. It's a disease in the eye, in the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, so with that condition, okay, one of the main things you got to look at, and this is with all conditions of the eye, and it's something that we just don't get enough of, and it's something that we need more of, because not only is it good for the eyes, but it's good for the immune system, and that is vitamin A. Vitamin A is the multivitamin for the eyes, and we are extremely deficient in it. We don't get enough of it in our diet and our food supply, and so we need to get more of it. And so vitamin A is a major player in good eye health, and especially with this condition, it's very important. So one of my favorite ways to get it, you can supplement with it. You can get plenty of it, and if you do a lot of the vegetables like sweet potatoes, yams, carrots, the beta-carotene is a good active version. But I really like to get it from cod liver oil, because cod liver oil is one of the only omega-3 oils that has naturally occurring vitamin A and vitamin D already in it. So not only are you getting the benefits of the fatty acids, but you're getting the benefits of the vitamin A naturally occurring and vitamin D. And that vitamin A is amazing. Like, you got a ton of it in a tablespoon that I have seen just transform people's eye health. So I would look at that and make sure that you get the right kinds of quality is the key. Got to make sure you get the right kind of quality when it comes to that. And again, there's great brands. Go to our website. We've got our own products. They're at our store. Just go to Dr. Asa's show. Go to the store. You can check. We got multivitamins, probiotics. We've got everything there. We've even got here our master classes, which I would encourage you to do, are very important. Our master class teaches you exactly the steps in a video session, very short, but it gives you, it's like you and I sitting in a room having a visit together. And I give you all the tips in detail, so you can write everything down slowly, not fast like I do here on the show. But so between the products and the protocols, the website and our online store is one of the best places to get that.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.